Hey Sam, that was an awesome video yesterday. I love the idea of getting a brand identity just from a really awesome prompt. Today, I've got another prompt for you. And this is a prompt that uses our personality assessments. There's several of them that are out there. DISC, KPAs, Enneagrams, StrengthsFinders, all these different reports, right? And I tried feeding all these reports into ChatGPT along with the job description for a candidate that's applied for a position, right? And what this prompt is going to help me do is identify their strengths and weaknesses in the role and then help me coach and guide that person to set them up for success in the best way possible. And today, the only report that I'm going to use is the KPA because it has all the information about the job and the personality in one. But you could really take this prompt and you could use it for any of the different personality assessments so long as you have a matching job description and goals that you might have for a position. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull this up and show this to you. I think you're going to like this a lot. So I've uploaded a PDF report from my job fit report for a regional tech trainer, right? We're going to use this as the example today. There's a lot of information in this KPA. And we're going to presume that I've already validated this KPA and that it's good to go, right? But here's what is going to get interesting. I've taken that document and I've prepared this prompt for ChatGPT to analyze this document and give me all the things that I mentioned earlier, right? And the way I want you to think about this is the word prime, P-R-I-M-E. That's going to be the structure of today's prompt. P is going to stand for prepare. So we're going to tell ChatGPT who it is. Going back to your gift analogy from earlier in the series, this is the give it a roll, right? So prepare. You are a top performing MAPS leadership coach and an expert in real estate talent development. Role. I want ChatGPT to act as a Keller Williams team leader preparing to consult an upcoming RTT, right? And I might even change this because RTT is a regional position. I might even change this to regional director, right? Input. Here is the full KPA job fit report for Evan Ransom. Analyze it and provide insights on key strengths, natural talents, areas for growth and development, how they are likely to be motivated, challenges they may face in their current or future roles, and how to coach and consult them effectively, right? So we're telling it what we've got here and kind of what we want out of it. For method, I want ChatGPT to provide something, right? I want it to give me a structured breakdown of strengths, challenges, and motivation, coaching recommendations tailored to their personality, a 90-day coaching plan structured to 30, 60, 90-day goals. Now, what I didn't do in this particular input that I'm doing today that I would definitely recommend is if you have a 30, 60, 90 or a 90-day goal sheet that you want that person to achieve, I would also include that just so it can help you guide down the existing 30, 60, 90 that you've already gotten developed. I'm telling you right here to actually make me one, right? Expectation, I want to generate actionable insights that help me understand their behavior, performance potential, and the best ways to guide them to success, right? So going again, prime, prepare. So P is prepare, R is role, I is input, M is method, and E is expectation. So let's hit enter and just see what happens. So I submit both of those things, and ChatGPT is going to start thinking. And we're going to give it a moment. It's now reading the documents that I've submitted. And it read that very fast. Wow. Okay, so let's go through this thing. Following the PRIME framework. So you are a MAPS leadership coach and regional director preparing for an RTT session. This analysis helps you understand Evan Ransom's performance potential, coaching style compatibility, and long-term development strategy. All right, so this is going to presume that Evan Ransom is the candidate. And here it comes. Input. Key strengths and natural talents. Logical problem solving and spatial visibility, exceptionally strong. And this is just going to gas me up for a bit, so I'm not going to read every single one of these. But yes, I do absolutely move fast, enjoy variety, and thrive in dynamic environments. I do like my independence and autonomy, and I do tend to maintain a positive outlook. So all of this from the KPA is pretty accurate. Areas for growth and development. So these are things for me to consider as I'm taking on this hire and how I should coach them, right? And things that I should be looking out for. Assertiveness. I tend to yield or adapt instead of directing. May struggle to challenge others or push through friction. Structure, follow through, right? Dislikes rigid systems and may deprioritize detail-oriented tasks, follow-up, and consistency. It's definitely an area for growth and development for me. That is for sure. Adaptability, a strong moral compass, but may miss emotional nuance and sensitive social context. Rude, but I'll take it. Sociability, selective and reserved, not naturally energized by interpersonal dynamics. And over optimism, I may overlook early signs of issues and underreact to interpersonal conflict. All these are very true. It's also going to give me what my motivation triggers are, right? Autonomy and creative control, challenging problems and innovation, freedom from micromanagement, opportunities to teach, consult, and build systems, and meaningful impact and visible progress. I would say 100% these are definitely my motivational triggers, right? And I know I'm talking about myself here, but when we're role playing this and thinking about this, we're thinking about the candidate that's in front of us. This is what we would get insight on from this person. So let's go for method, right? Coaching recommendations. It says here to leverage my strengths, build support around gaps, motivate with ownership, and guardrails for blind spots, right? So it's actually taking the things that are up here and giving me coaching recommendations, right? Not just those 4 points, but some subpoints in here too, like position evident roles with high problem solving and system building demands. Uses vocabulary and technical acumen for teaching, content creation, and innovation initiatives. Build support around gaps, right? Pair me with an accountability partner, admin who excels at structure, follow up in detail. Use scripts or models to support conversations while requiring assertiveness and direct confrontation. Frame goals as puzzles to solve. Delegate initiatives with clear objectives and outcomes, not step-by-step directives. And I could keep reading this, but I do want to move on to the E, right? So we have an expectation, a 90-day coaching plan, right? So it tells me here in the first 3 days that I need to set a clear 90-day GPS and 90-day goals with my input based on outcome ownership. Assign a stretch problem or project that Evan create his own solution path. Implement a bi-weekly check-in rhythm, not a daily structure. Providing a disc or behavioral lens on team dynamics so he understands others' expectations. I would say if you were hiring me today, these would be things that I would super welcome. Same thing here with accountability systems. Introduce a follow-up framework or tool. Asana 411, virtual assistant. I'm actually pretty partial to the 411. I use that quite often to track my execution. Shadow or role play, high assertiveness conversations, right? And I do struggle with hard conversations. Fierce Conversations is a book that I've read, and I need to still learn those lessons on that, right? So this is very, very, very revealing. And then it also gives a summary insight, and it also even suggests that it comes up with its own 401 and GPS worksheet tailored to me next, right? I'm actually going to say, let's do that because I actually have no idea what's going to happen. Let's do that 411 GPS. And I don't know what's going to come out. This could totally be complete garbage or it could be awesome. Wow. No, it already knows what the 135 is. It's giving a very general 3 priorities. Wow. This is actually really cool. Coaching infrastructure, design and implement regional tech ninja toolkit. Launch a 66-day AI real estate challenge. Build automations and workflows. You have your NAN for common agent use cases. I think some of what ChatGPT is getting out of here is based off some of my previous interactions with ChatGPT and not necessarily from the GPS directly, because it does know who I am. So your mileage may vary on what you get out of this 135. And then we have our 411 breakdown just below that, which is a really awesome starting point. Definitely still going to need some human intervention, as we do with anything else in AI, but I do think it's pretty phenomenal that it's gotten us this far. And as you can tell, we've only spent, what, a couple of minutes together looking at this. So this is my really cool prompt, and I'm going to take this prompt from above and I am going to put that down at the bottom. You may need to make, bottom of the description of the video, you may need to make some adjustments based off the job description that you're providing and based off of the personality assessment that you happen to be providing as well. If you're using the KPA at Keller Williams, and this is going to be a great copy and paste tool with the only changes being maybe some role names and things of that nature. But the more that you change out what input I used today, the more you may want to change that prompt. That being said, though, I'm super excited to see you again, Sam, here on Friday. So talk to you soon, bud.
Hey, wait, no, seriously, subscribe. Do it.